Good afternoon. Welcome to Solid Sport News. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I am Fabian Vera. And in today's top story, the Solent Kestrels men's team were crowned NBL Division 1 League champions last night. The basketball team had a victory over Hermoston, and this means they continue their undefeated run this season, finishing on pole position at the top of the table. Having already won the National Cup, they are in contention for winning the treble. And as they battle it out for the BBL Trophy final in Glasgow next weekend, they're looking to make that treble happen. Elsewhere, Southampton are back in preparations for the game ahead. The Saints, who were reduced to 10 men halfway through the first half, were defeated by a single goal at the hands of Newcastle United over the weekend. This is a second defeat in a row, and the team will be looking to get back to winning ways against bottom of the table Norwich this Saturday. Newcastle boss Steve Bruce offered words of support for goal scorer Alan St. Maximin.
We feel we're improving all the time, and we know that we lack one or two players to be considered a...
I'm delighted for him. I've said he's always going to please everybody. If you haven't seen him play, then you're going to enjoy watching him, because he is a natural footballer who don't come around too often like that. He's got frightening pace and great balance, and got that thing where he wants to beat you.
In other news, Manchester United pulled off a shocking result over the weekend. They defeated current champions Manchester City with a 2-0 victory at Old Trafford. Anthony Martial and Stoke McTominay sealed the win for United, who have moved to 5th in the table. Soldier will now be looking at the teams and what they need to do in order to get that Champions League spot.
We feel we're improving all the time, and we know that we lack one or two players to be considered a title contender. We're not going to start talking about that now. We're just going to start talking about getting up the table, getting more points, challenging for that top 4, because Chelsea and Leicester are too far ahead for my liking still.
In other news, the coronavirus seems to be affecting sporting organisations worldwide. And now FIFA have postponed all World Cup qualifiers in Asia during the forthcoming international break. However, nations will still be able to play the fixtures if both FIFA and the Asian Football Confederation are satisfied that the safety of all individuals meets the required standards and both countries agree. In football, the UEFA have joined the Premier League in banning pre-match handshakes in their competitions. This comes after recommendations from the World Health Organization, who are aiming to contain the spread of the virus. It means there will be no handshakes in the Champions League and the Europa League games, which are due to be played during the week. In tennis, the ATP and WTA Championship at the Indian Wells events in California have been postponed. A public health emergency was declared for the following confirmed case of COVID-19 in the local area. Tennis players had originally been asked not to give towels or sweatbands to fans and to avoid signing autographs. In golf, England's Tyrrell Hatton clinched his first PGA Tour title last night. He was victorious by one shot at the Arnold Palmer Invitational in Orlando. Hudson will now be looking to the future as he aims for more success.
Next thing for me, obviously, as a kind of career progression would be, it'd be amazing to win a WGC and obviously win a major. That's kind of what we're all out here trying to do.
And will the Cheltenham Festival be cancelled? One of the biggest race courses in the country could be in danger of being postponed due to COVID-19 fears. We will have more on this story at our 3 o'clock bulletin with our on-site reporter, Benjamin Rees. And that's all from us now. I will be back in an hour. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website at solidjournalism.co.uk. And of course, you'll also be able to find us on Twitter and Facebook.